some action, try to create some confusion, look for the two-pointer, or if you can curl in and get a one, they'll take it.
And they were saying shoot low on Scanoni.
Here's Vaccaro.
Vaccaro trying to get to the middle. To Caraway, up top to Gray. Working on Barlow. He shoots wide. It's going to go back over to Chrome, 16 and a half.
Now you got to press. You got to match up and press here.
They got to make it difficult. Rogers. He's just going to run until he can't run anymore. Now he gets shut off at midfield. Anderson with 10 to play. Over to Wisnauskas. Throws him straight up in the air. 2 seconds. Grove with the win.
When they played earlier, after the first quarter, it was a tie ball game. And the difference between quarter one and the final three was Sean Scanoni. Today, he was lights out, 15 saves, holding this Atlas offense in check. Air quotes, only 5 two-pointers.
And Jock Monty, defensive coordinator, his team stepped up defensively at the end of the game when they needed it. And the Gatorade back here at the St. James. You think these players and coaches didn't want this win? This means a lot to them. Look at the reaction. Dylan Malloy really had a huge second half today.
He was the difference. 3 two-pointers coming in today. He only had 2 through 4 games. 3 today.
You can see Concannon has given it everything he has. The knee wrapped up. It was just 1 point shy. Dana's standing by on the field.
Sean Scanoni's trying to catch his breath. You willed this team to a win. You held the Atlas offense in check. How did you do it?
I don't know, honestly. It's a really long week. These guys buckled down and bought into the system that Coach Monty put together for defense. They're a really good team. They didn't lose during the regular season for a reason, so.
Good stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Teams line up as they do after every game for the midfield handshake. So much mutual respect. These guys battle all summer long against each other. They've known each other for years. I mean, they've been playing against each other forever, way before they were even in college, but certainly then in their years in the PLL. This is part of that 6-0 run that brought Chrome back and ultimately got them the lead.
You can see Malloy line one up, come out of the substitution box, and there he goes inside. They just had no answer for Dylan Malloy.
Part of their game all week, too. Great efforts from Scanoni. There Gibson Smith finds the back of the net. And that run was enough. What a performance by both of these coaches, too. Stephen Brooks, you got to tip your cap. That team played hard for him and gave it everything they had for the title. Romar Dennis got hot for a while there in the second half. Hit a couple of twos. Looked like that might be the difference for Atlas.
Yeah, but Chrome all game long, their focus was no twos, take away the twos. Omar Dennis finishes with just 2 two-pointers.
If we had to award an MVP, they'll award the golden stick to the leading scorer here in Olympic. If you and I had to give an MVP, is it Scanoni?
I think so. I mean, you look at it, they won the title, they won the championship finale.
15 saves in the title game. That's goal. In this particular format, you're not supposed to make 15 saves.
When we were coming into this, it was like an NBA and NHL, right? NBA, who's the best player? NHL, is there a hot goalie? That was Sean Scanoni.
The celebration continues. It's time for the presentation of the Championship Series Cup. Let's send it to our PA announcer, Jake Zimmer.
Fans, let's send it down to the field to ESPN's Dana Boyle to start the trophy presentation.
Thanks, Jake. I got some champagne on me already.
Already started.
Let's hand out some hardware. 2023
right.
PLL Championship Cup co-founder and CEO Mike Rabel to present the trophy.
Thank you, Dana. First of all, I'd like to thank the city of Washington, D.C., some of the best sports fans and lacrosse fans in the world. I'd also like to thank all the players, all the coaches, GMs, and my colleagues at the PLL for believing in this property. And I'd like to thank Ticketmaster, our presenting partner, and I'd like to thank World Lacrosse for believing in this property and partnering with us on it as well. And I'd like to congratulate the Atlas Lacrosse Club on an unbelievable week in tournament. You guys are a bunch of warriors. And now, to introduce your 2023 Championship Series winner, the Chrome Lacrosse Club!
I have to speak up because I can't hear anything.
Have you lost your voice yet?
I think a little bit, yes.
You're a defensive guy. All week you've been talking defensive strategy. How did you will this team to win against a really good Atlas offense?
It's super easy. These guys are coachable guys. They love the team concept. And when you are a team, you play great defense. And they bought into what we were doing, and they were just warriors. So,
What was your defensive strategy going into this game?
we wanted to limit the twos, and we wanted to make them work. And we didn't want to give them easy things, and we wanted the big guy in cage to save the ball. So,
And he did just that. Congratulations,
thanks.
Coach.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And now to present the Golden Stick Award, co-founder and president, Paul Rabel.
All right, this tournament gave us more than we could have ever expected in way of goals, points, and we saw a lot of two-point goals. Our Golden Stick Award, powered by Ticketmaster, is presented to a player who had the most scoring points. This person came out tonight, put on a performance, unfortunately came out on the short end. He had 34 scoring points, 14 two-point goals. Romar Dennis.
Romar, how are you able to find so much success at the two-point line?
Honestly, I got Costabile and Chris Gray on my team. Two guys who get the kind of attention I've been getting this tournament their entire careers. Leaves me pretty open, so I just stepped into their shadow a little bit today, or all week.
This isn't the last we'll see from you. You've got a whole regular season ahead of us. What you got planned?
Hopefully I'm there every game. I was playing with a little bit of a chip because I was home. It was a healthy scratch a lot last summer. So I came here to prove that I can be there every game.
Thanks for the time. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to our 2023 PLL Championship Cup, the Chrome LC. Cotter, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Dana, here with Ryan in the booth. And you think about Romar Dennis and the comment he just made. I thought that was apropos because so many players here are players that are here on a little bit of a tryout. Let's be honest, for the PLL season in the summer. Romar Dennis, Augment for Archer, several others are here to say, hey, look what I can do. Give me a shot this summer.
The guy that wasn't auditioning, it was fantastic with Scanoni, right? He really secured his place as the best goalie here. Can Chrome carry that momentum into the regular season? I thought they were spectacular. You saw that graphic. They started out 0-2. They kind of got down on themselves, questioned each other. Went the other way. And you got to give a ton of credit to Coach Monty for galvanizing that group and riding the momentum to the championship.
They lost in round robin play to the Archers, beat them in the semifinals. They lost in round robin play to the Atlas, beat them in the finals. So they exacted an awful lot of revenge here over the weekend.
And when we talked to him during round robin play, he said, look, we're trying out some different stuff. We're playing for Saturday. We're playing for Sunday. And you could see that some of the subtle tweaks that they made, i.e. Logan Wisnauskas, early in the tournament, they were kind of playing him two-way. They're like, let's just get him on offense all the time. And also give the credit a lot of players for kind of adapting. Dylan Malloy started off strong. He kind of wore down a little bit. He had a strong performance today.
Obviously, this is a different format than we're going to see with the PLL in the summer. But as you think back to this tournament and the style of play and some of the things we saw, is there anything that we saw here that might change the way teams approach their play in the field game in the summer?
I think the two-pointer, you saw kind of the math kind of tilt towards many more two-pointers. Do we see more of that in the regular season? Even with going to 15 yards, do teams say, hey, wait a second, we should be taking way more of these?
Players cutting down the nets. The Chrome are your champions. And I'll say first ever PLL Championship Series champions, because the way this tournament went, and I have a feeling if you were watching at home, you're going to feel the same way. We're going to see this every winter from here on out, because this was a win. And I talked to Paul Rabel before the start of the game today, and I told him this exceeded all of my expectations. I was 2 minutes into that first game and thought, man, this is great.
It was an absolute blast, end-to-end action. You could tell the players loved the format, a little bit of basketball, a little bit of hockey. The offensive guys that you might worry about defensively, they kind of stepped up. They're like, this is great, this is fun. I love the challenge on that end.
No specialization, or very little. You only have the goalies and 10 field players, and you got to play every position. You got to play all over the field. No long poles, no fogos.
And it was really fun seeing defensive guys get in the scoring action. You look at Chrome, Gibson Smith, Alex Smith specifically, they had some clutch key goals. We saw that one Scanoni outlet to Gibson Smith. So they played a factor in the transition game.
Yeah, and even some slickness. I mean, like Mazzone. Mazzone can finish inside. Peter Dirth on the run. Kobe Smith. I mean, you saw a lot of those defensive players, I'm sure, saying, I've been telling you this all along. I can score a lot of goals. Now give me an opportunity come the summer.
Stop subbing me off. Let me just stay. I'm a two-way guy now.
Well, we've had a lot of fun this week in D.C. The PLL Championship Series is a perfect way to start the 2023 season of PLL on ESPN. Be sure to join us in May for the 2023 PLL College Draft. Then June 3rd and 4th, PLL regular season gets underway in Albany, New York, back where we started last year. ESPN's relationship with PLL, our great first season, getting ready to face off for season 2. For Ryan Boyle, Dana Boyle, and our entire crew, I'm Chris Cotter. Thanks for watching the PLL Championship Series on ESPN. We'll see you this summer.